Have you lost anyone in a car accident due to the lack of seatbelt usage? Chances are that you know someone that has been killed in a car wreck where seatbelts weren't used, or know someone that has been affected by a fatality incident where the seatbelt could have saved them. I have, and it's been a devastating event for my family. There are many reasons why we should wear seatbelts. They keep us safe, it is illegal to not wear them, and many damages can come from not wearing them. Back at the beginning of car manufacturing, seatbelts were not a thought. There weren't many cars on the roads. They were for the more economically stable families and weren't a daily use machine. As the times have changed, upgrades to all parts of the vehicle have been necessary. The use of seatbelts in cars were introduced in the mid to late 1950s. Their purpose is to keep people safe, whether it is in a car, airplane, off-road vehicle, etc. Seatbelts have evolved over time and are thought to prevent less trauma if in an accident. According to the article, Safe Ride for Kids, published in February of 2019, seatbelts were placed in automobiles in order to prevent people from suffering head-related trauma. Since seatbelts were made, the United States has had less deaths than we did in the beginning of the industry. According to seatbelt statistics published November of 2017, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has calculated that over 15,000 lives annually are saved in car accidents from wearing seatbelts. Seatbelts are designed to prevent bad things from happening. Many people die from refusing to wear seatbelts. According to Compare.com, published in May of 2020, people that are in car accidents are 30 times more likely to die from not wearing seatbelts. Seatbelts keep people from being ejected out of the car. I have two stories comparing the use of seatbelts. A few years ago, my family and I were in a small car accident. It was during one of our small snowstorms. The road was icy, we were traveling downhill, and we slid off the road into a small ditch. Thankfully, we had our seatbelts on. Had we not been wearing our seatbelts, we would have been tossing around the car as we slid and dropped a few feet. The only damage that was sustained was to the vehicle, which is completely replaceable. However, in February of 2014, my second cousin Rachel and her husband Steven were heading home late one night. Steven fell asleep driving, left the roadway, overcorrected, and it hit a telephone pole. Rachel was ejected through the windshield, landing 40 yards away from the crash site. She had not been wearing a seatbelt, which ultimately caused her death. She was 28 years old. Steven was not ejected, but he had severe internal injuries from not wearing a seatbelt, which caused his death. He was 31 years old. Their choices have left a lasting impression on so many. Between the two of them, they have 5 children, each of them living without one or both of their parents for the rest of their lives. Not only has it affected their children, but the parents, grandparents, and extended family members continue to grieve. So choosing not to wear a seatbelt could change your life in an accident depending on how bad it is. Making it illegal to not wear them could save the life of the driver and whoever else is in the car. Not only do seatbelts protect you in a collision, but it also protects you from the other safety features in a car today. According to the Bellingham Herald, published by Doug Dale in May of 2016, seatbelts are not only protective from other people hitting the car, but the airbags in the car. The airbags have enough force to kill someone, so the seatbelts help keep you back far enough in the seat to keep you from damaging your body too much. A law requiring seatbelts to be worn was introduced in January of 1968. This was important because of the increase in fatalities and injuries occurring during a car accident. The laws have been amended over the years to keep up with the times. This was a controversial topic because people felt that it was an overreach from the government to require them to be worn. According to History.com, published on August 31st, 2020, the battle over safety belt laws reflected widespread criticism of government regulation in a free society. This topic was heated because the government was requiring automotive industry manufacturers to incorporate a technology that required the seatbelt to be buckled before the vehicle would start. This was not attained, but a seatbelt on the track inside of the car doors was added to some vehicles. The seatbelt would run along a track, would come across your chest, and the door would be closed, then move forward when the door opened. Another reason it can be controversial is the seatbelt can be viewed as a hindrance in specific accidents. For example, your car accidentally gets hit and goes off a bridge into water. Your seatbelt gets stuck and you cannot unbuckle, so then you drown. Or in this case of track belts, it would not let you out without the door opening. To many, this would be a reason to not wear a seatbelt. Although it is a controversial topic for some, it is a punishable offense and has proven to help the mortality rates. In conclusion, seatbelts are used to keep people safe, and consequences for not wearing them could be death or jail time due to it being illegal. The choice of wearing a seatbelt can save your life in an instant. Thank you for listening to the reasons and examples of why seatbelts are important and how they should always be worn no matter the circumstance.